Peace, peoples. It was a long day today. It's almost over. We picked the bus up this morning from getting the Cadillac converter put on, the door fixed. Picked my young queen up, handle business with that. Now I'm waiting for my young king to get out of school. But I seen on the news up Philly, they had a meeting about the gun violence. You know, they are speaking on it, which is off the hook up Philly. You cut the news on TV, first thing you hear up in Philadelphia, either a carjacking, somebody getting shot, or somebody getting killed. And they trying to come up with a solution to stop that. Good luck with that one, because like I said in previous videos, this was a programming system. And this the after fact of it. You know what I'm saying? This the aftermath of what you created. I'm only speaking what I sing, what I see in the past, future. And I hear the one lady at the meeting saying the parents should be held accountable for their kids' actions. Parents, with an S on the end. How could you include the man in being held responsible for his kids' actions when they were separated through the system? So are you talking parent, which some of these households, you looking 10 of them, ain't near one man in there. So are you talking parent or parents? Which one are you talking? Because then it goes back to, who do you blame for putting these sisters that got these young boys out here doing what they doing, robbing, killing, carjacking, when it was, the structure was took out of the household. Was no structure in the house. Told you, the single parent mother raising the kid, especially a young man, in the streets, get his hand on him with no father figure in the household. Once the streets get their hands on him, it's a wrap. I understand about the violence. It needs to stop. I do agree with that. But the seed was already planted. And these are the fruits of your tree. What's going on now? You can't blame the fruits that's falling off the tree that you planted. That means you got to knock the tree down. Who planted the tree? What seed? That's who you held accountable for the foolishness and madness what's going on now. I get it. our kids is off the hook. A lot of them say crack babies, that era. Who supplied these mothers with these crack babies? Who supplied the crack? I hear y'all at the meeting upset. I understand that. I understand that. Trust me, I do. But this didn't happen overnight. It was a pattern of it. Just a couple years ago, they was in the streets robbing, looting, burning buildings down, setting buildings on fire, ablaze, blowing up ATM machines. It all dried up. Everybody got used to that money and destruction that was going on in the streets. It all dried up now. So the only thing there's to do now is turn up you hate yourself. You hate everything that look like you. You're in a household, a single parent household. You start smelling yourself. Now you talking back to your parent. There's no father leadership in the house to put you in check. The boyfriend, half these punk ass boyfriends scared of the girlfriend's sons because of the lifestyle the kids are into in the streets. So he ain't gonna say nothing to him. See? But this just didn't happen. This just didn't start. This just didn't happen overnight. It was a seed somewhere planted. And we had these conversations. But when we had the conversations, first thing y'all say is listen to him. He talking hate talk. Or he don't know what he talking about. So when I come up here and I say to my peoples, or to the peoples, the truth, oh, I don't know, man, get with that. So what's the solution? The solution, we're going to have to start with the new babies that we have. Making sure that y'all don't separate the families. And make sure you keep that mother and father together. With the babies that's coming up now. Because the ones now is out of control. They programmed that way. Like Frankenstein, he ain't had no brain. But he knew fucking destruction. Frankenstein. These kids, the youth, not all y'all, but most of y'all out here running around Frankenstein with no brain. All garbage in your head. Destruction. From watching rap videos. Watching different shows they put on TV. But who you blame for putting those shows on TV? Black folks don't own no television studios. See, it was a pattern. You put that different movies on TV, Menace to Society, Boys in the Hood, New Jack City, movies like that, Scarface. These boys don't got no fathers in the house. The television is their father at that point. Back in the days, the television was their fathers. This era Who's their father and parent? Social media. See, it's a programming tool that's been going on since the television, y'all. Back in our era, we ain't had social media. We had VCR tapes, watching movies, going to the movies. Watching movies that say it's okay to kill your brothers and sisters and sell drugs. Who put those movies on those screens for us to watch? See? It was never no uplifting movies that showed our past, the greatness of where we came from. And if they was low budget. So then you ask yourself, what's the solution? And I hear a lot of people, lock them up. How long could you lock them up for? Until they back on the streets, even meaner than they was before they went in. Especially the youth, the ones that's going in 15, 14, 15. They come home grown men. Plantation mindset. Plantation mindset. Lost. Not all of our brothers, because some brothers come home and get it together. But these rappers tell them it's okay to go to jail. It's cool. Or you're a bird if you don't go. See how they got our mind fucked up? And y'all rap this shit in y'all videos. Tell the youth it's okay to go out here and kill somebody and get locked up. So you can go up there and meet your homies. But your homies don't tell you, and they really don't tell you, that's not the spot. Somebody telling you what to do, telling you when to eat, telling you to get in bed, telling you to cut your lights out. Got you working for damn near pennies when you was just a free man or a free woman. Set up that way. The system set up that way to keep you deaf, dumb, and blind. The foolishness. But I asked the people at the meeting, what's the solution? Right now. What's the solution right now? Getting out in your community? Or y'all ain't gonna do that. Because like y'all was saying in the meeting, I'm scared. I can't even sit on my porch. That's your neighborhood. Take back your neighborhood. Stop being scared. Stop being a coward. Get out in the streets. Become your block leader. Organize. Find out what's going on in your community. Even if it kills you. Even if you die behind what you believe. Get out on your corner, on your block, in your community, and police it. Tap on the doors. Get to know who live in your community. Have block meetings once a month. Find out what's going on in the neighborhood. Find out who just moved in. Disperse if they're loitering around on the corners in your neighborhood. And if everybody did that, block by block, neighborhood by neighborhood, community by community, be a better place. But nah, that's too much work, right? Like half of y'all saying y'all moving, so you letting the devil win, I believe. Let's say that. You God and the devil forcing you out your heavens. Come on, stop. Stop. They are kids, they are babies. We had them. We all are responsible for them. Every last single one of us. So when you say lock the parents up, that means they're going to lock all of us up because they're all our babies. And we just can't throw them away like that. But the solution is getting out in your community, hand by hand, need be, and it starts from there. But it most definitely starts inside your house. That's what you do. If your house is not organized, how are you going to get out in the streets and organize? Ask me that question. If your house is not organized, how are you going to get in the streets and organize the community? Starts from your house. So start with your house first. How about that? Let's get to that. And then we branch off to the community or the block. We branch off to the block. Then we branch off from block to block to communities. Take over each community by community. A struggle. Boots on the ground. Willing to die for your babies to grow up in a better place. As the Most High would say in the Bible, in the scriptures. If you believe in what you believe in, and it's all for a good cause, put your life on the line for it, brothers and sisters. Stop looking for help. You are the help. You just gotta find that switch inside your mind and whole train of thought to go out and study talking about it and make it happen. You'll get support. You know, when you first start off, you don't have that many. But once they see you dedicated and loyal to what you believe in, they'll start joining you, my brothers and sisters. Where the NAACP been at during this whole slaughter on our youth? Where they been at? The NAACP. You don't hear from these jive turkeys. But you'll hear from them when they say a cop killed the black man or a cop killed the black woman. Then you'll hear from the NAACP. Why you don't hear from them now on this black on black crime that's taking place on our peoples? The NAACP always been bullshit. Excuse my French, ladies and gentlemen, but it's the truth. These churches, these masjids, where are these brothers from these synagogues? Don't come together with a solution. And I don't mean marching. We've been marching for almost 200 years. Marching don't get us nowhere, but make your feet hurt at the end of the day. I mean, right now, the solution with all these churches, masjids, synagogues, no one is coming forward with this violence. One person can't do it all. Take a village, okay? That saying, let's get to that saying. Just take a village to raise a seed, okay? Let's get to that. I know. Harsh conversation. But what I think about the meeting up Philadelphia, about the violence that's taking place, got to chop the tree down, sis. Can't blame the parents. The family was divided. The man couldn't be in the household if she was on Section 8. And I know you're going to say, oh, he should have still been in the kid's life. How, ma'am? And he's with another woman that's letting him stay with her. Yeah, I must say stay with her, because as a black man, most of us ain't have shit anyway. So we're going to stay with the girl that's on Section 8. Or go back home with mom. Mind over matter. You make the choice, right? So who you blame? The people that put us in that position, in that predicament? Or do you say, nah, that's too much work. I'm going after the parents. It's their fault that their kids are out here like that. Even that the man ain't even in the household. Still lock him up. Been locking him up for almost 50 to 100 years on child support, man. So now if they locked the man up from child support and separated the family, who you talking to? Your sisters? You telling them to hold your sisters accountable for their kids' actions? That's who you got to be talking to. Because the man, he been gone. They been ran him off. So you sisters need to sit down and have conversations. If you want to get to that, or like I said, get to the root of who planted the seed for this to occur. If not, you sisters got to have a conversation. Because you carried these kids, right? And gave birth, right? And you raised them. If the father was there, that's much respect. If the father was there in the household and raised this kid all the way up until they turn 18, and he's still out here off the hook, that mean the mother had him uptight. The mother was running that nigga. He wasn't no king in his castle, because it wasn't his castle. It was her castle, or it wasn't her castle. It was Uncle Sam's castle. That's who provided the castle. So, what you gonna do, sis? You gonna keep complaining, running to meetings, hoping somebody swoop out the air like Superman and save the day? It's not gonna happen. That's like y'all still waiting for Jesus to come save you. Who your Jesus? Who's coming to save you? Who's your Jesus that you're running to looking for help for? That's the question that need to be asked. They are babies. We had them. We all responsible for them. And with that being said, I ain't going to hold y'all up. Just wanted to come up here and ramble for a little bit about that meeting they had up Philly, about the violence. That ain't going to never stop. That ain't going to never stop. It's going to get bad before it get worse. Y'all know that. And it's our own peoples. Inflicting harm on our own peoples. Why? Mad. They mad. Frustrated. A hopeless world They mad. They upset with society, period. As young black men in America, they knew what we went through. And every era, they say we ain't gonna go through what they went through. We ain't gonna just lay down like they laid down. So we gonna go out here and cause mayhem amongst our own peoples. Mom at work, she gotta work. It's part of the system when you win it. To get a job. So while she at work, what they doing at the crib? Who's supervising these kids? Well, mom at work. Because dad ain't allowed to be there. If it's a Section 8 situation. And have you look in 10 houses, like I said, you don't see a father in one of them. In none of them, you don't see a father in none of them. And this process constantly gonna occur. The system need to be looked into. The welfare system need to be looked into when it comes to separating families. Because we can go on and on with it all day with these migrants that just crossed the border, coming in, they keeping their families together. They not separating them. Food, clothing, and shelter, they providing them with. Resources of income. We discussed that. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I love you all. It was a pleasure today. All day I was hanging out with the family. And we was just doing what grown folks do. Handle business. As a man, as a black man in America. But like I said, I love you all. Until the next time, next topic. It's always interesting out here. So it's going to always be something to talk about. Right? Freedom of speech. Right? But with that being said, y'all, peace.